morning, and thanks for joining us on this special Election Day edition of Good Day. I'm Ashley King.
And I am Pat Walker. And as Ashley said, it's Election Day. You know that. And we're live this morning at the very lively and active Political Analyst Club in downtown Little Rock.
That's right. We have a lot planned this morning. We're going to be speaking with a lot of the gubernatorial candidates, the 2nd District candidates, as well as hitting all the other statewide issues.
And, of course, we're going to talk about those issues. There are 3 issues that are on the ballot this morning and for today that you're going to be voting on here that are important to all of Arkansas. So we're going to be talking about those here at the Political Analyst Club this morning. But right now, let's get over to Natalie. It's a very foggy morning, Natalie, so I know it's fog advisory out there, so there are some concerns for us this morning. Hi, Natalie.
Hey, good morning. Yeah, take your time as you're out on the roads. We got some thick fog across portions of the state, but a pretty cool shot from our Simmons Tower this morning. Fog below the towers. You can see clear skies above. Sun will eventually make an appearance, but for now we're talking about some pretty thick fog, so take your time as you're out on the roads. We got a current temperature sitting at a cool 50. Southerly wind that's light, but we are going to see some 60s this afternoon and actually a pretty pleasant day, so good day to head out to the polls. Again, just a foggy start. So 50 in Little Rock, 52 Jacksonville, 51 in Searcy. We got 40s to the north with that thick fog across the area. So down to about a quarter-mile visibility in Hot Springs, Searcy. Down to almost 0 in Camden, Pine Bluff, and Stuttgart with the dense fog advisory in effect until 8 a.m. So there's a look at that Election Day forecast. Getting to the upper 60s with sunshine this afternoon. Looks like a good day to head out and vote. All right, that's a quick look at your Election Day forecast. Here's a look at what's going on the roads this morning. There's a look at 430, which actually looks a lot better than that last check. Visibility is improving, but we still have some pretty thick fog over the Arkansas River. Take your time as you're out and about through that area. We do have some pretty heavy traffic, though, on I-30. I-30 from Alexander over to about 430. We're looking at some pretty significant delays. All right, send it to Ashley and Pat.
All right, so when you head to the polls today, there's going to be 3 issues that you will be voting on. Now, that first issue is issue 2 concerning voter ID. If this passes, it would strengthen the state law by making voter ID part of the Arkansas Constitution. Currently, 7 states require an ID to vote. Another 8 request an ID, but it's not a requirement.
On to issue 5 now, the minimum wage one. This one is pretty straightforward. It would raise the state minimum wage to $11 by 2021. The current minimum wage in Arkansas would go from $8.50 an hour to $9.25 starting in January, and then go up roughly $1 every year until 2021.
And finally, issue 4 concerning casino gambling. If approved, it would issue 4 casino licenses in Garland, Pope, Jefferson, and Crittenden counties. It does not mean 4 casinos would be built. Southland Racing and Oaklawn would get licenses automatically. Pope and Jefferson counties would still have to submit applications before anything could move forward.
All right, Fox 16, we're going to have coverage here throughout the entire day. And there are a few races, obviously, that we're going to be keeping our eyes on. First and foremost is the big race for Arkansas's governor. Incumbent Asa Hutchinson was elected in 2014, and he's up against political newcomer Jared Henderson. In the latest Talk Business and Politics poll, Hutchinson had a 35% lead.
And all 4 congressional seats are up for grabs. The closest race is in District 2. Republican French Hill looks to hold off Democratic challenger State Representative Clark Tucker. Now, Hill has a 12-point lead in a recent poll.
And as for the state Supreme Court, position 3, this might be the biggest race of the night. David Sterling is challenging Courtney Goodson. This is a nonpartisan race. Keep that in mind.
And on the local level, all eyes are on Little Rock mayoral race. Baker Curris, Frank Scott Jr., Warwick Sabin, Vincent Tolliver, and Glenn Schwartz are all vying for the seat left open by 3-term mayor candidate Mark Sotola. Now, a recent candidate that is must get at least 40% to avoid a runoff. Now, throughout the show, we'll be talking to candidates from all of these key races.
All right, and joining us now, one of those races, the big one we're talking about here for the state of Arkansas. Joining us is the incumbent governor, Governor Asa Hutchinson. Good morning,
Yes.
Governor. We're glad you're here. Glad you're joining us this morning.
Good to be with you. It's a great morning. Everybody's getting out to vote today. It's a big day.
A big day. Is this
Definitely.
something, you've been kind of setting your eyes before, the last year, sitting ready for this second term. What do you tell people this morning if they have still undecided in this race? What do you tell them?
Well, first of all, I kept my promises. We lowered taxes taxes. We put computer coding in every high school. I've been the jobs governor. We've created jobs in Arkansas, lowest unemployment rate in Arkansas history. So things are good, but more importantly, got a vision for the future that you want to continue to grow our economy, to improve education by increasing teacher pay, have a new highway plan. These are bold ideas for the future, and I hope that merits their vote.
And today, what are some things you're going to be doing last minute to get out there and get those voters to come to the poll?
Well, first of all, get on the phone and making sure everybody actually gets out to vote today. Secondly, I'm going to be shaking some hands at some very popular venues around Arkansas in terms of for lunch and other occasions. And then I've got my family coming in this evening to watch the returns.
We put in a lot of miles on the car today?
Well, yes, we'll put in a few miles today, but also a little walking traffic, too.
All right. Governor, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Definitely.
I'll hear from you tonight, I'm sure,
Yes.
at some point.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so we have a lot coming up. As you know, the governor is running against Jared Henderson, the Democratic candidate, as well as Mark West, the Libertarian candidate. And so we have invited all of the candidates here, and we're hoping to speak with them in just a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with...
Got your forecast
Yes.
when we come back, and I believe we'll be talking to Governor Hutchinson's opponent, one of those opponents, Jared Henderson, when we come back.
You're watching Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas with Ashley King, Pat Walker, and meteorologist Natalie Walters. This is Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas.
Carolina, Pittsburgh tonight under the A++ matchup on Thursday Night Football. Cam Newton, Big Ben, Luke Kuechly, and Antonio Brown. Antonio's car, Antonio's fur, and Antonio's dancing.
Old but new, classic yet eclectic. Check out New Lease Discount Furnishings. You'll find unique home decor, antiques, glassware, books, and much more. We also accept donations, so get a new lease on life for yourself or your home. New Lease Discount Furnishings. We're thrifty.
The general attitude in the public out there is they don't like lawyers. And I understand that because, lots of times I don't like lawyers. But it's really not about the lawyer so much as it is about the people. I come ready to help a person solve their problem. The discipline, the dedication, and the focus on that particular person's problem is the difference.
Fender biter. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum. Welcome to McRib Stories. Today's story is about Tanya, who always goes to great lengths to avoid fun, the fear of missing McRib. So she sets an alarm, and an alarm for the alarm. And 2 weeks before that, she reminds her husband to remind her with a McRib lunch call. And months before that, she makes a note on her homemade McRib calendar on the exact day the McRib is back. Moral of the story, do what you gotta do. Just don't miss the McRib. I missed you.
Xfinity XFi, a more powerful way to stay connected. It gives you super fast speeds for all your devices, enhanced coverage, and lets you control your network with the XFi app. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience. Xfinity XFi. Simple, easy, awesome.
Get started with Xfinity Internet for just $29.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, ask about XFi Pods for even more coverage. Click, call, or visit a store today.
It's in our nature to explore the possibilities and embrace the unknown. We travel the same road, knowing the unexpected may occur. When you need us, we'll be there. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS, Arkansas's motorcycle lawyers.
Hi, I'm Missy Gibson. At John Gibson Auto Sales, we offer our customers the opportunity to buy almost any vehicle. We have over 900 cars, trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, ATVs, campers, performance trailers, and boats. We will finance your purchase in-house regardless of your credit history. You can actually make your purchase from home or on the go. Simply go online to johngibsonautosales.com and take a virtual tour of our inventory. We call it shopping made easy. See us soon at John Gibson Auto Sales, in person or online.
New Lease Discount Furnishings. We don't just accept donations and customers. We are a thrift store with a purpose, helping people improve their life skills, job preparation, and counseling. So help us help others get a new lease on life. Come see us today. New Lease Discount Furnishings.
Man Cave Sale at Family Leisure. Great deals on theater seats, massage chairs, pool tables, and more. Don't miss out.
Now, weather to plan your day.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Talking about a foggy start to our day. Here's a look at what's going on right now from the Simmons Tower. Got that low deck of clouds, that shallow fog across portions of Little Rock, Central Arkansas to start us off this morning. That will make way for sunshine by this afternoon. You can see the sun above the clouds already. Eventually, things will warm up a bit and that fog will head out, and we'll look at more sunshine by this afternoon. But it is a cool start. Relative humidity, of course, at 100% with that fog. 50 is the temperature, so grab a jacket as you head out the door. Visibility limited as well, so take your time as you're out there. Got about quarter-mile visibility in Searcy as well as in Russellville, Hot Springs. Down to less than a quarter of a mile in Little Rock, 0, Stuttgart, Pine Bluff, Camden. That means hardly can see anything in front of you this morning with that fog, with dense fog advisories in place until 8 a.m. Once we start to see those temperatures climb a bit, we are going to start to see visibility improve across portions of Central Arkansas. But for now, foggy and cool. Heading out to the polls right now, you're looking at that foggier start, 52 in Jacksonville. We do have 40s to the north and the west, 44 in Mountain Home, 47. That's the temperature in Harrison, with satellite and radar showing things pretty calm across the state currently. Active weather situated down to the south and the east of us. As you zoom out, you can see we've got a quiet day today, but eventually another disturbance heads its way in. Weak front's going to push its way through, bringing us a chance for a little bit of rainfall as we check into the overnight hours. The future forecast is going to show how clouds begin to increase late this evening, mainly off to the north, and then rain showers become possible as we check into the late evening hours. This is about 11 p.m. Rainfall mainly off to the north, stretching across Central Arkansas overnight, even waking up tomorrow morning with some rain across the region before that heads its way off to the east. Much cooler air does take over. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be in the 50s tomorrow compared to those upper 60s for today, followed by another cold front that will make its way in. This will increase rain chances for your Friday. Check out off to the north of us. Snow through portions of Missouri. Now, we're not going to see that here in Arkansas, but certainly some cold air does head in for this weekend. So we're looking at that fog to start us off today, but becoming partly cloudy to mostly sunny later on. Getting up to 68 this afternoon. Tonight, a cool 50. Showers likely tonight, so rain is in the forecast tonight. Keep that in mind. We'll wake up to a few showers tomorrow morning. You can see here in that extended forecast, heading out to vote today. Going to be perfect. 68, 56 tomorrow. Colder air slides in. A little bit of rainfall, not just tonight, but early tomorrow morning, Thursday into early Friday morning, and then just a cold weekend. Veterans Day, we're looking at a high of 48. 47 on Saturday with those lows back below freezing likely. First freeze of the season likely across portions of Central Arkansas. All right, that's a look at your forecast. Now let's go ahead and head it back out with Pat and Ashley for Election Day.
All right, thanks, Natalie. So just a moment ago, we spoke with Governor Asa Hutchinson. Joining us now is Jared Henderson, his opponent. So, Mr. Henderson, Election Day is finally here. What's going through your mind right now on this day?
I'm really proud of the campaign we've run. I can hardly believe that tonight this is going to be over one way or another. Honestly, my main emotion is just gratitude for all the people that have come together and helped us in this campaign, and for all the people that have took time to let me shake their hand and hear their ideas.
You know, you are a newcomer to politics, Jared, and you started, what, 6 months, maybe 9 months ago. I don't know exactly when you decided to run. But it's a marathon, right? And now that here you are, the finish line is in sight.
Yeah.
What's it like going through this whole process?
Well, it's unlike anything I've ever done professionally, that's for sure. But honestly, I got to tell you, I love it. 9 out of 10 people that you meet around this state, when you're looking them in the eye, shaking their hand, when you're asking what they want for the future, they give you a sense of hope. They remind you that we've got a lot of common ground, that most of us want the same things for ourselves and our families. And so this process, win or lose tonight, I'm going to be sorry in some ways to see it in. I'm also going to enjoy getting a little more sleep.
I bet so, right? So if there are any undecided voters out there, what would you tell them today?
Yes. Well, first of all, I would tell them vote. No matter what, vote. We are on pace for extraordinary turnout, maybe record-breaking turnout. So use your voice, use your right. You know, this campaign, I think over the next 10 years, Arkansas can take a huge leap. I absolutely believe we can be one of the best states to be a public school teacher in the country in a decade. I think we can be one of the best states to build and grow a small business. And I also know that we can make dramatic progress against childhood poverty. But we need the right priorities, and we need to embrace a bold vision for this state.
All right, so what are your plans for the rest of the day? You're here at the political anthem spot this morning. What are you going to do from here on out?
Well, this will be the first day since I can remember that we're not going to be on the road around the state somewhere. We have been everywhere and back again, but we're going to stay here in Central Arkansas today. I'm going to spend a little bit of time with my family and probably just go from crowd to crowd, bother people over breakfast and over lunch, and shake hands and try to earn every single last vote I can.
All right.
All right, well, thank you very much and good luck.
We'll talk to you tonight,
Rob. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Jared. All right, coming up still here on Fox 16 Good Day, we got more to come. We're going to be talking to a couple of analysts about the races going on here across the state tonight. And, of course, the polls are going to open up in 15 minutes, and Chancey Sheets is live at one of those polling places. We're going to get a report from Chancey coming up. So stick around with us here on Fox 16 Good Day. It's Election Day.
Seeing cracks in your foundation, around your windows and door frames? Don't waste another minute while your home gets further damaged. Skip the temporary fix. Call Rock Structure Repair to schedule a free estimate. We'll get to the foundation of your problem.
This is your crew. This is your casino. Gold Strike Casino Resort.
I'm Roger Williams. My dad Harold and Mama Hazel started Williams Country Sausage in 1958. They insisted on using only the finest ingredients. We've continued that family tradition, and we know your family will love Williams Country Sausage time after time.
And that's a promise from the Williams family.
Authentic country goodness, Williams Country Sausage. Try some today.
Under perfect conditions, your car traveling at 65 miles per hour can stop in about 300 feet. That's the length of a football field.
But a fully loaded tractor trailer, one that weighs 80,000 pounds, will take 2 football fields to stop. And that's if the driver is rested, paying attention, and the truck and load is properly maintained.
If you're in an accident with a big truck, call 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
Get the experienced team that's going to be on your side, by your side.
Home Decor Outlet's $4 million disposal sale starts today. Complete 7-piece Ashley bedroom package, just $8.99. Ashley Power Base, now only $1.99. Take it all home today, as low as $25 a month. Only at Home Decor Outlet.
They say at a certain age you just stop caring. I wonder what age that is. Simply Ageless Foundation with Olay. Tones, hydrates, and reduces the look of wrinkles. From CoverGirl.
Seeing cracks in your foundation, around your windows and door frames? Don't waste another minute while your home gets further damaged. Skip the temporary fix. Call Rock Structure Repair to schedule a free estimate. We'll get to the foundation of your problem.
Don't suffer through knee pain, shoulder pain, back pain, or pain from your cancer treatments. Dr. Qureshi and his staff at Arkansas Spine and Pain are here to give you the relief you've been looking for. Call today. You deserve to get your life back ASAP.
The youth are our future.
The violence can stop with them.
Be a role model.
You can sign up right now at fox16.com.
Go to the Victory Over Violence section and click on Be a Mentor.
Together,
we can declare victory over violence.
See breaking news as it happens. Like or follow Fox 16's Murrow award-winning social media accounts.
Welcome back to Good Day on this election day. Joining us now is our analyst, that is. For the Republicans, we have John Burris, and with the Democrats, we have Reed Brewer. So we just spoke with the governor's candidates a second ago. So just tell me your thoughts, first of all, Reed, with the governor's race.
So the governor's race is going to be a really interesting test of two different dynamics. Jared Henderson's campaign has spent endless hours knocking doors, reaching out to voters that have been disconnected, voters that, you know, every year they just get mail or they get TV. And this year they've really committed, the coordinated campaign is really committed to knocking doors everywhere across the state and helping all congressional offices, all state house offices, and state senate offices. And I think that's going to be rewarded in the results tonight. You're going to see a lot of state house races that claim victory, that, you know, on the Democratic side, and we haven't flipped a seat since 2012, that's in Republican control. And Jared Henderson's campaign is directly responsible for a lot of that stuff, you know, a lot of the work that they put in, and his ad's great. There's a lot of new energy behind him, and he's got a voice and direction in this party for a long time to come. So I think it's going to be really good to see the results come in.
That's kind of like an old school campaigning, the knocking on the doors and everything.
Right.
You really think if it pays off today, do you think it's also kind of laying groundwork for the future as well?
I think so, and I think that even if there isn't a victory tonight, I think that the work that they've done is plowing the ground, and we're just ready to plant the seeds if they're not already planted. And we'll know later tonight, but I think that we stand a good chance. We stand a great chance, and the energy behind that campaign, you walk into that office and the energy is just overflowing, and you can't deny it.
Well, John Burst is also joining us here, Republican contributor this morning. John, what is today, you know, Arkansas has changed in the last few years into a red state. There's always been this talk of a blue wave. Do you think Arkansas is going to feel that blue wave, or does the red keep moving?
No, the red keeps moving. I mean, Mr. Henderson's ran a hard campaign, and hard, it speaks for something, but it's a Republican state. Governor Hutchinson's done a good job. He's delivered on what he ran on the first time. He's made a campaign about what he wants to do next time, and I think he deserves re-election.
Is it clear enough to the voters what his plan is for the next 4 years?
I think so. His commercials are clear. Mostly his record's clear about what he's done the past 4 years. Balanced the budget, cut taxes, funded things like computer coding in schools, continued to move forward on health care reform. So I think it's clear, and I think that'll be reflected in the polls tonight.
Good to hear.
All right.
Well, we're going to be talking to these guys throughout the morning, probably tonight, too. You guys got a really long day.
Yes, y'all do.
And night. And
the morning, too, probably, tomorrow morning. All right, so the polls are about to open in about 9 minutes now. So we're going to go ahead and send things out to Jancy Sheets. She is at the Dunbar Community Center where the polls are about to open. Jancy?
Good morning. Yes, we're at the Dunbar Community Center off of 16th Street in Little Rock this morning. And our Kansans are already filing in the doors. We have about 8 minutes till the polls officially open this morning. For months, they've been hearing the issues. They've heard from the candidates. Many have even received text messages from candidates over the last couple of weeks trying to get those votes. Today, our Kansans will decide on who they want for their elected officials. Those doors, like we said, open at 7:30 this morning. A lot of hot races will be on the ballot. We have the race for governor, U.S. Congress. We also have our lieutenant governor. Many of the ballot issues will be on there. Secretary of State, State Senate, and House. Election volunteers have been out this morning. They're making sure that this is going to run smoothly for everyone. We have also handicap parking, if Martin can look over here, so anyone that needs a little extra assistance can park up close to the doors. They have also recommending that everyone bring your ID with you. If for some reason you do forget this at home, you can still vote using a provisional ballot. They'll have you fill out a sworn statement, and then you must provide identification by the following Monday. Also, another reminder, you have to vote at your polling location this morning. And if you're unsure of where to go, you can find that information on the Secretary of State's website. I think we're down to about 7 minutes until these doors open. So we'll be out here all morning long, and we'll check back in with you. Back to you.
So we are counting down the minutes now. I guess we are 7 minutes away from the polls actually opening up this morning.
Definitely. And if you don't have a ride, there are some free options that you have. Let me give you some cheap and inexpensive options. So first, Rock Region Metro in Little Rock is offering free rides to the polls. And if you can't find a bus stop, consider Uber and Lyft. Now, Uber will give you a discounted ride. All you have to do is use the code VOTE2018. And if you're using Lyft, then you can use the code VOTEAR to get a cheaper ride.
All right, I guess you have to do those today. You can't do those tomorrow.
Yeah,
right?
you can't do those tomorrow.
Hey,
Got to
let's
do it
check in
today.
with Natalie real quick and take a look at the forecast for today, and also take a quick look at our traffic as well.
All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. If you're heading out on the roads this morning, just saw that there goes another one. We got you on camera. cutting from the shoulder or from the outer road onto the interstate. There's another one. These people are on I-30 near Vimy Ridge Road, where we do have some very thick traffic there. So plan accordingly through that area. We do have some heavy delays due to likely the fog that is through that area this morning. That's where we have the heaviest traffic. Otherwise, temperatures are in the 50s to start us off today.
The quarter-pound double-stack cheeseburger from Sonic with 2 layers of melty cheese right in the middle. You know what they say, it's what's on the inside that counts. Get a $2.99 double-stack cheeseburger plus tots before they're gone. This is how you Sonic.
It's our Man Cave sale at Family Leisure.
First, the seating, theater seats, and massage chairs are priced to move. Next, the entertainment, dartboards to pool tables and everything in between. And the finishing touch, bars, bar stools, and more. Win a free Man Cave. See store for details. Man Cave sale going on now at Family Leisure.
Ah, it's cold. This was a mistake. It's like really, really cold. Oh. And you guys are okay with this? How cold it is? Wow, you guys are just walking in it, huh? Just putting your feet in the snow, going doot, doot, doot. All right. Oh, look at him. Whoa! Dude, he just went in the icy cold water. Is someone gonna check on him? That's crazy.
Chickens aren't meant to be this cold. That's why at Sanderson Farms, we never freeze our chicken.
I gotta tell you, I should have read the brochure a lot closer.
Sanderson Farms.
Hey, no, I'm driving Dad to the hospital. He was just playing with Emma and he hit his head, but then he wouldn't stop bleeding and he got dizzy. Right, the blood thinner for AFib. How you doing, Dad?
I'll be okay.
Listen, we're pulling in. I'm gonna call you back. This is the 3rd time he's been admitted with a serious bleed. Is this blood thinner really helping him?
I understand your concern. Your father's atrial fibrillation increases his risk for stroke. This is why you're on warfarin. But there is an alternative.
Another pill?
No, it's called Watchman. Watchman is a permanent implant that reduces the risk of stroke.
In a clinical trial, 9 out of 10 people who received Watchman stopped taking warfarin in 45 days. There are risks associated with the Watchman implant, including internal bleeding, stroke, and in rare cases, it can be fatal. Talk to your cardiologist so that you thoroughly understand all the benefits and risks to see if Watchman is right for you.
Learn more at Watchman.com.
There's a lot to love at FFO Home.
We love our new Natural Elements mattress.
FFO was half the price of the name brands, so we also brought home an adjustable bed base to help with Ryan's snoring.
FFO Home, where great quality furniture lives for less.
Serta Shadow Creek Queen mattress, only $198. Queen memory foam mattress and power lift base, $898. No interest, no money down financing for 36 months. Quality furniture and mattresses for less at FFO Home.
The moment you realize your fridge is trying to tell you something.
At Lowe's, we sell more appliances than anyone else, so we can help you pick the right one.
Shop Lowe's and get up to 40% off select appliance special values.
There's so much melty cheese in this double-stacked cheeseburger.
2 layers of melty cheese.
Take it easy.
I'm having a meltdown.
I know. Hey, let's just snap out of it, okay? Just try to...
Well, sorry, what is this supposed to do?
Get the new quarter-pound double-stack cheeseburger plus tots and try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
Fox 16 Good Day is sponsored by Osborne Tree Service.
And welcome back to Good Day. It's our special Election Day edition of Good Day. I'm Ashley King.
And I am Pat Walker. We are downtown Little Rock, just about a block away from the state capitol at the Political Animals Club this morning. And we're having a good time. I think everybody running for a statewide race or local race is almost in this building this morning.
That is so true. Earlier, we just spoke with the governor candidates. And coming up in just a little bit, we'll speak with the 2nd congressional district candidates as well.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about them. And also, later on here on Good Day, we're going to be talking to the mayoral candidates. That's a local race for Little Rock. Obviously, it's highly interesting because with 5 candidates and one needing to get 40% of the vote to win, or more than 40%, we're likely going to be having a runoff. So we're going to be the top 2. We'll be talking to some of those candidates coming up.
Yes, but first, let's go ahead and check in with Natalie back in the studio to get a look at our weather.
Yeah, got a fog to start us off this morning. Lots of fog, that's for sure. Some pretty thick fog across portions of central Arkansas. Taking a look at what's going on right now. This is a look from our Simmons Tower. Pretty cool shot. You can see those low clouds. Clear skies above the fog, of course, with that sunshine. We will eventually see sunshine across the rest of the state for today as well, with temperatures across the state in the 50s right now, 51 in Little Rock. Winds are light with that fog across central Arkansas. Less than a half-mile visibility through much of the state, down to a quarter mile, so take your time as you are out and about. Dense fog advisory goes until later this morning, with temperatures, again, heading out the door. Cool, 51 Little Rock, 52 Jacksonville, 51 in Searcy. We got 40s to the north and the west. And that election day forecast, 50s around 9 a.m., getting into the upper 60s with sunshine by later this afternoon. We actually have a pretty nice day ahead for us on this election day. So no excuses, at least weather-wise, to head out to the polls today. It looks like it's going to be a good day. All right, that's a look at your forecast. Here's a quick look at what's going on the roads this morning, where we have some pretty thick traffic and heavy traffic due to the thick fog, I should say, on I-30. This is near Vimy Ridge Road. Heading out through that area, expect some pretty significant delays. Looks like things are backed up pretty badly through that area. You can see backed up almost to the Benton-Bryant area on I-30, so allow extra time. Really significant backups across much of the state this morning. So heading out and about for today, certainly want to make sure you're allowing a little bit of extra time out there on the roads. All right, now let's head it back to Pat and Ashley at the Political Animals Club.
All right, thanks a lot, Natalie. Here we are at the Political Animals Club. We're keeping our eye on a lot of races here throughout the day. And, of course, the first and foremost, that governor's race. We did talk to the governor and the Democratic challenger, Jared Henderson, just a minute ago. Asa Hutchinson, in the most recent poll from Talk Business and Politics, has a 35% lead in that race.
And all 4 congressional seats are up for grabs. The closest race in the district is District 2. Republican French Hill looks to hold off Democratic challenger State Representative Clark Tucker. Now, in one of the most recent polls, Hill has a 12-point lead over Tucker, and we will be speaking with them in just a few minutes.
Yeah, and of course that state Supreme Court seat, position 3 is open, and this might be one of the biggest races and maybe one of the closely contested races maybe of the night. David Sterling is challenging Courtney Goodson, and of course that's a nonpartisan race.
And of course all eyes are on Little Rock in our mayoral race. We have 5 candidates in that: Baker Curris, Frank Scott Jr., Warwick Sabin, Vincent Tolliver, and Glenn Schwartz. They are all vying for the seat left open by 3-term Mayor Mark Sotola. Now, a candidate must get 40% in order to avoid a runoff. So later on in the show, we will be speaking to those mayoral candidates.
All right, so joining us now, 2nd Congressional District Representative, Congressman French Hill, joining us this morning. And here we are, the last day. I know as a congressman, you have to do this every 2 years. It's almost like a never-ending cycle, right?
Well, the Constitution says we serve 2-year terms, and so it is a big part of our lives to run a campaign and serve the people every 2 years, and it's an honor to do it.
All right, and with this being Election Day, it's finally here. What are you going to be trying to do to get those last-minute voters out to the poll?
Well, about 50% of our citizens vote today, so we'll be going around the 7 counties and encouraging people to vote. We have a Get Out the Vote effort by phone to track down people who we know have not voted yet and encourage them to vote. And we have an effort to go around public places and say, have you voted yet? And if not, let's encourage them to get out to the polls.
Is there one of the counties in your 7-county district that's probably, you say, is where you need your most work, that you really got to hit harder than another?
From looking at the early vote, they're all really out. Early vote is up, as you guys have reported. It's doing well. I think Faulkner, Saline, and Pulaski, of course, the most populous counties, and that's where I'll be spending a lot of my time today.
All right. Well, I guess that we still have more time. So what was that?
For those folks watching that haven't made up their mind to vote, I hope they'll consider voting for me to re-election to serve in the House and represent the people of Arkansas.
Why should people vote for you?
I believe our country's better off today than it was 2 years ago. Our economy is better off. Wages are up. Taxes are down for our families. There are more job opportunities. Our national defense is more secure now with our defense budget that we've gotten passed for our men and women in uniform. Our vets are better taken care of. We have full funding for our children's health program for 10 years that we've accomplished in this Congress, and I want to keep that going. And I want to commit that we will continue to fight to fix the broken immigration system and the broken healthcare system. That's work Congress still has to do.
Congressman, we have about 10 or 15 more seconds here. Just a couple words. What would you say about the campaign that Clark Tucker has run?
Well, Clark Tucker has worked very hard as in his race. He's worked hard all year. I think I have too. We're both grateful that it's Election Day.
I bet you are. You can finally maybe get some sleep, right, after this?
That's right. But no, it's an honor to serve, and I really do appreciate the opportunity to represent my hometown, and it's a humbling experience. I love the work and hope to continue it.
Congressman Hill, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Well, it is now 7:34. The polls are open,
Yes.
and so Jancy Sheets is at one of those polls this morning where we just heard Congressman Hill said that 50% of the people, still have to vote. So let's see how that turnout's going on. Jancy, good morning.
Hi, good morning, guys. Yes, we're at Dunbar Community Center off of 16th Street in Little Rock. Things picking up here, people steadily trickling in, getting their votes in. We had about a dozen people that were here before the polls opened at 7:30. One father walked in with his 3 children trying to show them what the election process is like here in the United States. So we want to encourage you to come out and vote today. It is still foggy outside, so if you are headed to the polls early this morning, take your time. We don't want any accidents on the roadways. A couple things to keep in mind if you're headed to the polls, bring your ID with you. They're encouraging everyone to bring their IDs. If you do forget it, though, you can vote using a provisional ballot. They will have you sign a sworn statement, and then you have to provide proof of ID by the following Monday. Also, you have to vote at your polling location today. If you don't know where to go, you can check that out on the Secretary of State's website. French Hill earlier was talking about early voting numbers. We have had 398,000 Arkansans who have already voted in early polls, and that beats the 2014 numbers, and those numbers came in at 272,000. But still a lot of people that need to get out and vote today. Polls are open, and they will remain open until 7:30 tonight. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Jancy. So Election Day is finally here. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. One of the races that all eyes are on is the 2nd Congressional District, and joining us now is Clark Tucker. How are you feeling today? It's finally here. Election Day is finally here. How are you feeling?
I feel outstanding. I woke up this morning. I couldn't wait to get out of bed. We went to the state capitol at 6 o'clock this morning. I think I had somewhere between 50 and 70 supporters out there. It just gives you a great feeling for Election Day.
They may be ready to get some sleep, too. All these supporters have probably been working hard for you, right?
That's right. But we're leaving it all on the field. When the polls close tonight at 7:30, we'll have nothing left to give.
Ashley mentioned that a lot of eyes are on this, and that's true here in the state of Arkansas, but also nationwide, a lot of eyes are on this race. Why do you think that is, Clark?
Well, I think it's because we have a shot to pick up a seat in a way that's going to change the future of this state and this country for the better. I think people are tired of the partisan finger pointing in Washington, and they're ready for a change, people who will actually get something done for the people that we represent on issues that are important to us, like quality, affordable health care and education opportunities and great paying jobs and keeping our families safe.
So what would you tell people if they're sitting at home right now and they haven't voted, they don't know who they're going to vote for? What would you tell them to get their vote?
Yeah, what I just said. If you're tired of that kind of finger pointing and you want someone who will work with both parties, I think if you line up with your party 100% of the time, then your priorities are wrong. Your priority shouldn't be the party that you affiliate with. It should be the people that you were elected to represent. And that's the kind of legislator that I've been in the state capitol, worked with both parties to actually get something done on the issues that really matter to us. And I'm tired. I want that same change, which is why I decided to run. We need someone who will protect our pre-existing conditions, and Congress voted to remove some of those protections last year. That is a very important example that got me to run, but there are a whole lot of issues that matter to us on a day-to-day basis, and that's what Congress should be working on, and instead they've been pointing fingers and posturing for the next election.
All right.
I guess we can call you Congressman Representative Tucker this morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
Hope you get some rest pretty soon.
Sounds like
win or lose tonight, right?
That sounds like a plan to me.
All right, thank you. All right, so we have much more. We're still going to be catching up with the mayoral candidates as well later on in the show, so don't go anywhere. You're watching Good Day Arkansas.
We got a new tornado warning.
Stand by. 3, 2,
1.
We're breaking into programming for a new tornado warning. National Weather.
Tree or stump problems, we'll take care of it. Hi, I'm Jim Osborne with Osborne Tree Service and Stump Grinding. We'll cut it, trim it, grind it, and haul it off. From treetop to tree trunk, we'll get it done and get it done right. So give us a call. Osborne Tree Service and Stump Grinding.
When you need new floors and the best deal in the state, there's only one place. Georgia Carpet Mills, home of the waterproof, kid-proof, pet-proof CORE-TEC floors from U.S. Floors. Don't forget to ask about our 0% financing. Georgia Carpet Mills, the best-kept secret in flooring.
888-8888. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. Injured? Anywhere in the state. Just dial 8. That's 888-8888. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. Injury lawyers serving the Razorback Nation. Anywhere in the state, dial 8. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. If you're in 501, dial 8. 870, dial 8. 479, dial 8. If you've been injured anywhere in Arkansas, 888-8888. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton.
David Basil, live on location here with Metal Roof Pros. I've decided today's the day. I'm ready to get on the roof and get to work.
Whoa, Baz. Let's leave the metal roofing to the pros. I've got a more important job for you. Let everybody know about our winter special.
No, I think I can handle that. Folks, call now for our winter special. 50% off labor and prices as low as $99 a month. Let the experts take care of you and save thousands on the last roof you'll ever need. At Metal Roof Pros, we do it once.
And we do it right.
You expect a bank to care about money, checking and savings, CDs and IRAs. But what about the person behind the money? Shouldn't you be sort of a big deal in the whole banking equation? At Regions, we know a savings account isn't just a savings account. It's a wedding or a college education or even Taco Tuesday. With our people, our tech, and our tools, we make your life easier because we get it. Some things are bigger than banking.
What kind of person calls on law offices of Gary Green? It's usually someone who's never called on a lawyer before. Someone who in happier times wouldn't want to deal with lawyers. Someone who would be scared to hire a lawyer unless it could be done on a no recovery, no fee promise. Good people who need help call on us. We'll see it through together. If you've been seriously injured, you need to call Law Offices of Gary Green.
When it comes to milk, Fairlife is ultra-filtered for 50% more protein and 50% less sugar. Wake up to a one-of-a-kind kind of milk. Fairlife.
Tree or stump problems, we'll take care of it. Hi, I'm Jim Osborne with Osborne Tree Service and Stump Grinding. We'll cut it, trim it, grind it, and haul it off. From treetop to tree trunk, we'll get it done and get it done right. So give us a call. Osborne Tree Service and Stump Grinding.
Fox 16 News is sponsored by Law Tigers, Arkansas's motorcycle injury lawyer.
Well, welcome back to Good Day, everybody. Here we are at the Political Animals Club here in downtown Little Rock, just a block away from the state capitol. And we've been talking about the races, the governor's race and the second congressional race. We're going to talk about the mayoral's race. And one of the races that probably hasn't had a lot of press is actually the lieutenant governor's race.
That's exactly right. So joining us now is Tim Griffin. And tell us, how are you feeling right now? This race really hasn't had a lot of publicity, I guess you could say. So how are you feeling on this election day?
Well, I appreciate you giving us some publicity. First of all, thank you. And look, I've been running a full-on campaign as if it was one of the top tier races. I mean, I've been going all over the state. In fact, I had to get rid of my pickup truck because I got 100-something thousand miles on it. I had to get another one because we've been putting so many miles on it. You know, we got 75 counties and we've been going everywhere. But I see a lot of excitement. But I tell people that excitement does no good if you don't go to the polls. You got to turn that excitement and that passion into action and actually physically go, right? And so I'm encouraging folks who haven't voted to take this opportunity today to get to the polls and get their opinion recorded. And I'm asking for their vote, obviously.
All right, so you've been lieutenant governor for 4 years, a congressman before that. What's the difference between a congressman and lieutenant governor of Arkansas?
Well, being in Congress is legislative. So you're just voting on legislation. That's a big part of what you do. Lieutenant governor is part of the executive branch. But, you know, in my life, one of the big changes is I'm not in Washington all the time. In Congress, you sort of have 1 foot in the district and 1 foot in Washington, and you're living on airplanes. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth all the time, particularly if you have young kids like I do. Lieutenant governor, I can be home most every night. I live about 5 miles from the Capitol, and so that's just been a huge blessing for my family. We have a 10-month-old.
Oh my goodness!
We probably wouldn't have a 10-month-old if I was still in Congress. And so it's just been a blessing for me and to be here in the state where I love. And so also I'm up every 4 years. Congress, you're up every 2 years.
It's a little easier, maybe.
Yeah, it's a little easier. And also, when you're one of 435 members of Congress, it can be real frustrating, because your view matters, but you're one of 435. And being in the executive branch and being lieutenant governor gives me a lot more say over what I want to do, the direction I want to go in. And, you know, I've been emphasizing since I ran in 2014 a smarter, leaner state government, to give more value to taxpayers, basically, to do more for less. We froze my budget. We had a 15% cut in my budget when I got elected, froze it there. Cut my staff in half, froze that level there. So I've been doing what I said I was going to do. We've made a lot of progress, but I want to keep going, and that's what's driven me in this campaign.
All right. Thank you very much, and good luck tonight.
Glad you're here from San Antonio.
I'm glad to be here.
Great. Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and send things back to Natalie in the studio.
All right. Hey, good morning, everyone. Well, before we kind of see the sun from this shot here, now it looks like those clouds have started to build back in. Some low clouds, some fog across central Arkansas this morning. But we will see sunshine by later today. We got a temperature hanging out in Little Rock at 51. It's a cool start. Winds are light at this hour with visibility still down less than a half a mile, less than a quarter of a mile in Little Rock. Thick fog down to almost zero in Stuttgart, Pine Bluff, Camden. That means hardly could see anything out in front of you. You got to be extra careful as you're out on the roads. We have a dense fog advisory in place until later this morning due to that thick fog. So please do take your time as you're out and about on the roads this morning. But as I mentioned, we will be looking at some sunshine by this afternoon, even by later this morning. 52 in Little Rock right now. Cool start, 51. That's the temperature in Searcy. We got 40s to the north and the west, 47 Harrison, 44 in Mountain Home, with those low clouds across central Arkansas. Active weather is now well off to the east of us. Got another front that's going to swing its way through, bring us a little bit of rainfall as we check into the overnight hours. But today, heading out to the polls, perfect. Other than that fog this morning, we're seeing things shaping up pretty nicely for us here. With that sunshine expected today, rain develops overnight. A weak front that kind of washes out as it moves its way in. We'll bring a chance for rain overnight into the start of the day tomorrow. We're going to be looking at a few showers around, followed by cooler air taking over, only in the 50s as we check into the day on Wednesday, as well as Thursday night into Friday. More rain becomes possible with another front. Check out how cold that air is up behind it. We're looking at snowfall through areas just to the north of the state. We'll just see rain and a cold rain, but we also are going to be looking at conditions across the area on the cold side this weekend. So 68 for that high temperature today. Here is that extended forecast with temperatures today. 60s, 56 tomorrow. Highs only in the 40s this upcoming weekend. All right, that's a look at your forecast. Stay with us for much more Fox 16 Good Day.
At Unity Health, our specialty care campus is comprised of 3 behavioral health units as well as an inpatient rehab unit. Our nurses are dedicated to their patients and continue to strive for excellence in everything they do. We offer a feeling of home for our nurses with our family-centered environment that extends out to our patients and their families as well. To learn more about how to become a part of our family and discover what opportunities we offer, please visit our website at unity-health.org.
The autumn leaves are beautiful this time of year, but the harsh Arkansas weather can cause severe damage to your roof. A new metal roof from Royal Home Improvement will be the last roof your home will ever need. Our metal roof stands up to ice, hail, heavy rain, wind, and even fire. For years, Royal has been the name Arkansas homeowners trust. But don't just take our word for it.
All the friends and neighbors in the area have asked where you get your roof and your windows and your trim, and I told them Royal.
It's our fall savings event, a new metal roof for only $59 down and $59 a month with your good credit. Receive a $200 Target gift card with purchase, plus a bonus. Receive a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate, and call during this program to receive an additional $500 off your roofing purchase. Be sure to ask about our Do More discount. Royal offers additional savings on new windows or vinyl siding with your metal roof purchase. Experience the Royal difference today. Attention homeowners, is it time to replace that old damaged roof? A metal roof from Royal Home Improvement will be the last roof your home will ever need. Not to mention lower your energy bills. We proudly manufacture our own roofing product right here in Arkansas, eliminating middleman markup and passing along the savings to you. With a wide variety of styles and colors to choose from, a design consultant will sit down with you to walk through your options, providing a free, no-obligation quote. Experience the Royal difference today. It's our fall savings event, a new metal roof for only $59 down and $59 a month with your good credit. Receive a $200 Target gift card with purchase, plus a bonus. Receive a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate, and call during this program to receive an additional $500 off your roofing purchase. Call 1-800-752-6916. That's 1-800-752-6916 during this program. Call now.
Welcome to McRib Stories. Today's story is about Tanya, who always goes to great lengths to avoid fun, the fear of missing McRib. So she sets an alarm, and an alarm for the alarm. And 2 weeks before that, she reminds her husband to remind her with a McRib lunch call. And months before that, she makes a note on her homemade McRib calendar on the exact day the McRib is back. Moral of the story, do what you gotta do. Just don't miss the McRib. I missed you.
Fearless Friday, only on Fox 16, sponsored by Baptist Health.
Welcome back to Good Day on this election day. We are here at the Political Animals Club interviewing the different candidates for all of the races that we have today. And right now we're about to take a look at the Secretary of State race.
Yeah, we have a Democrat candidate, Susan Inman, here joining us this morning. Susan, come on in this morning. And today is election day. And this is a day that, you know, really the Secretary of State, you're not Secretary of State as of today, or you may be in the next few months, but this is a day the Secretary of State really has a lot to do with, right?
Yes, it's a very busy day for the Secretary of State and all the county election commissions across our state and county clerks.
And you have some experience with the Secretary of State's office. Tell us a little bit about that.
I do. I worked in a previous administration under Sharon Priest when she was Secretary, and I was State Elections Director. So I've actually worked in that office, and I know what they're going through today is they're fielding phone calls and making sure voters get to the right places and answering questions.
Now, on a day like today, since you've been election commissioner, do you hang out at the polls? Do you have your people hanging out at the polls today and seeing what's going on, or what do you do today? Do you kind of lay back, or
well, I'm not, an elected official, so I'm not allowed to go into the polling place. That's just for voters or poll watchers. So I will visit polling locations across the city and the county, and I'll venture into some other counties because this is a statewide election for me, and see how they're running and just hold signs and say vote for me.
So you will be going around to other counties?
Definitely go around, yes.
Do you know off the top of your head how many places you're trying to hit today?
Well, I won't be able to hit that many places.
No, you won't hit 75
This is just
counties
one
today,
day.
I'm pretty sure.
We'll probably venture into Faulkner County and maybe White County and some nearby places in Pulaski County.
All right, well, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Vote is very important.
Vote out.
Yes,
the polls
it's
have been
definitely
open
important
now
to vote.
For 22 minutes. They started at 7:30 this morning. They'll be closing at 7:30 this afternoon. So now we have less than 12 hours to cast our vote for who will be leading us in the Secretary of State's office. Coming up in the next hour also, we're going to have the Republican candidate for Secretary of State coming up. Right now, though, let's get over to Natalie. We'll look at our foggy morning that we have.
Yeah, foggy morning, which is causing some pretty significant traffic traffic delays out there. Here's a quick look at what's going on 67. This is just south of McCain Boulevard. Southbound direction has some pretty significant delays. So if you're heading in that area, do expect some heavy traffic there, and really across many areas that typically do see delays, like that north interchange. So 67 from McCain all the way to that north interchange crossing over the 30 River Bridge. You're looking at some heavy traffic there. Also 530 northbound heading to 30 and 440, looking at some heavy delays, as well as I-30 near Alexander backed up. This is past Bryant getting into the Benton area. So if you're heading I-30 eastbound Benton all the way into Alexander to 430, expect some heavy delays there. We have some thick traffic, even 630 eastbound from the Big Rock interchange over to about University's backed up. 430 River Bridge backed up. Just a pretty messy morning, likely due to that fog across the area, which is causing some visibility concerns. So as you can see, weather-wise, visibility down across portions of the area, down to less than a quarter of a mile through Little Rock, Searcy as well. Dense fog advisory now until 10 a.m. with temperatures in the 50s across the area. Election day forecast shaping up nicely, getting into the upper 60s this afternoon with sunshine. All right, we'll be right back with much more Good Day.
This is your crew. This is your casino. Gold Strike Casino Resort. Staying on top of your game takes a plan. That's why Aetna takes a total approach to health and wellness with prescription drug plans like Aetna Medicare RX Select. With $17 average monthly plan premiums and $0 copays for Tier 1 generic drugs at preferred pharmacies like CVS Pharmacy. Because while your reverse dump days may be behind you, your coaching days are just beginning. Aetna Medicare prescription drug plans. Learn more at aetnapartd.com. Call to enroll today.
A lot happens in a day. Outlast happens once. Outlast All Day Lip Color with 24-hour stay power from CoverGirl.
Every rider has a story. For some, it takes an unexpected turn, but you don't have to face it alone. We're the first call riders make when they're injured. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, call 1-800-LAW-TIGERS. Arkansas's motorcycle lawyers.
Whether you're rooting for boneless wings, cheering for chicken fingers, or betting that there's plenty of extra sauce, nothing goes better with tailgating than the fresh, made-to-order flavor of Zaxby's. And never miss a moment of action. Order ahead on Zaxby's.com or use our app to skip the wait and get your flavor when you want it. Zaxby's, the official chicken of sports fans.
Your car simply doesn't stack up against a big truck on the road. Most cars only weigh about 4,000 pounds. A truck can easily weigh 80,000. That truck is probably taller than your car is long. And at highway speeds, that big truck, well, it needs nearly twice as much distance as a car does to come to a stop. So if you're in an accident with a big truck, your car simply won't win. But if you're hurt, you'll want us on your side, by your side.
I'm French Hill, and I approve this message.
One candidate is fighting to protect Arkansans with pre-existing conditions and lower the cost of health care. French Hill. So why are Nancy Pelosi's allies lying to us? To hide liberal Clark Tucker's support for a big government Medicare opt-in plan for young Americans, which would cost trillions and bankrupt Social Security and Medicare for older Americans. That's our money. Don't let Clark Tucker and Nancy Pelosi take it away.
Dashing to Gold Strike. Entertainment fills the day. Oh, yeah. 'Cause grand prize is a car and over $1 million in free play. From November 1st to December 29th, you can earn your entry plays and celebrate the holidays.
Game time. You gotta give it all you got. Just having fun, really. It's caused a lot of mayhem.
Friday night means it's every game of our life every night.
Just the atmosphere, it's crazy.
No, the feeling like it.
Fearless Friday is more than just Friday nights. It scores, schedules, forums, and a breakdown of this week's games with Fearless Underground. High school football like nowhere else. FearlessFriday.com. See breaking news as it happens. Like or follow Fox 16's Murrow award-winning social media accounts.
Good morning and welcome to this Election Day edition of Good Day. I'm Ashley King.
And I am Pat Walker. A lot of races going on today, and the polls here in Arkansas are now open. They've been open for 30 minutes, and we are live this morning at the Political Animals Club in downtown Little Rock.
Yes, we are. We've been speaking with a lot of the candidates, and in just a little bit, we are going to speak with the Secretary of State Republican candidate, John Thurston.
And also later on, we're going to be talking to Attorney General Leslie Rutledge about the race as well there. We're going to try to talk to some of our mayoral candidates, too. And we'll have some analysis as well, some analyzing analysis, talking about those issues, of course, that are on our ballots coming up.
Yes, but right now we're going to go ahead and send things over to Natalie to take a look at what our forecast looks like for today.
Looking pretty good out there. We do have some fog to start us off, so take your time as you're out for the commute this morning. Talking about some thick fog across portions of the state. Visibility still down across much of central Arkansas, down to 0 miles in Hot Springs, 1/4 mile in Searcy. So that dense fog advisory still in effect until 10 a.m. But that fog will make way for sunshine. Things will warm up. We're at 51 in Little Rock, 52 Jacksonville. We got 40s to the north. 39, that's the temperature in Fayetteville. And your Election Day forecast shaping up beautifully. Upper 60s this afternoon. We will see that sunshine by later today, so things will eventually shape up to be a pretty nice day across the area. But as of right now, we are talking about that fog. Kind of makes it look a little gloomy to start us off, but just be mindful that we'll see some sunshine by later today. All right, that's a quick look at your weather. Here's a look at what's going on the roads this morning. Traffic-wise, we're looking at things now starting to pick up. This is 67 through Jacksonville, where we are starting to see things moving pretty smoothly across parts of the state. Here's a look at our map, though. Lots of red still on our map. North Interchange becoming pretty backed up, really 67 from McCain. All the way crossing over the 30 River Bridge, and then 530 looking like some heavy delays. I-30 eastbound near Alexander backed up as well. All right, that's a look at your traffic. Now let's head it back to the Political Animals Club with Ashley and Pat.
All right, thanks a lot, Natalie. Hey, here we are, of course, right down here in downtown Little Rock. We've been talking to a lot of candidates this morning. It's been a really enthusiastic crowd, a lot of energy here on both sides of the aisle.
Definitely. You know, the mayoral candidates were here just a little while ago, but I think a lot of them are out because, as you just said a little while ago, they have a lot of work to do.
Of all the races in the state, a lot of the statewide races, you can't get around to, you know, all the towns in the counties. But the mayor candidates, well, they can. They're in one city.
They're here.
And they're going to try to press a lot of flesh today.
Yeah, sure. Definitely. All right, so all 4 congressional seats are up for grabs, and a little while ago we spoke with Republican French Hill. He's facing off against State Representative Clark Tucker, and there's a lot. That's a tight race. All eyes are on that one.
Also, of course, another race here is the State Supreme Court Position 3. It really might be one of those really tight races coming down to the wire later on tonight between David Sterling challenging Courtney Goodson.
And as you just said, the local level, all eyes are on Little Rock for the mayoral race. We have Baker Curtis, Frank Scott Jr., Warwick Sabin, Vincent Tolliver, and Glenn Schwartz all vying for your vote to become the next mayor. But right now we are going to switch gears to the state Secretary of State race, and let's go ahead and bring in John Thurston. So it's this seat is open right now. So how are you feeling on this Election Day morning?
Well, feel pretty good, but you never know until all the votes are in. But cautiously optimistic. I've been land commissioner for 8 years, so I've been on the ballot. I guess this is my 4th time to be on a statewide ballot, if you count the primary earlier this year. But yeah, very optimistic. But again, just want to encourage people to vote, regardless of your political flavor. Just go vote. So your voice can be heard.
What's the difference from you've run statewide campaigns for more than multiple times here? What's the difference between that and say the mayoral race, which is all in one city?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I would say the smaller the geographics is in a race, sometimes the harder, in my opinion, because statewide you can't be everywhere, obviously. So you don't even try. But in a mayor race, a state rep race, a JP race, you feel like you have to knock on every door. So I think they're in a lot of ways harder than a statewide race. So. Yeah, the mayors, they headed out the door pretty quick this morning.
So if there are some undecided voters out there right now, what would you tell them? Why should they vote for you?
Right. Well, in this particular race, I'm the only one that has run a constitutional office. All the candidates have their respected expertise, and I even respect that. But this is a position to oversee a multifaceted office. It has several line items of business, business commercial services, ground and facility, elections, and so forth, notaries. And again, I've managed an office, managed a $40 million annual budget. I've overseen a staff of 40 professionals. So I believe that experience has helped prepare me for this next step. Obviously, Secretary of State's a larger office, but there's still time in the day. Go Google the candidates, and
that is true.
Be informed. But the main thing is go vote.
All right.
John Thurston, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
All right, thank you.
Hopefully you'll get to see some rest tonight. No matter win or lose tonight, you'll get some rest after the night's over.
Thank you.
All right, so the polls just opened about a little over 30 minutes ago now, and let's go ahead and send things over to Jancy Sheets. She is at a polling location. So, Jancy, how are things going out there?
Good morning, guys. We are at Dunbar Community Center in Little Rock off of 16th Street this morning. And you do still have a few hours to do your research if you still are undecided. Many people already made their decisions. Polls opened at 7:30 this morning. There has been a steady trickle of people going in and out of these doors. Right now, zero wait here at Dunbar Community Center. People are getting in and out within 5 minutes. So that's good news. If you are headed to work, maybe stop by here first. Go ahead, cast your ballot, and then you can get on with the rest of your day. A lot of people have already voted, though, in Arkansas. Early voting numbers coming in. There have been about 398,000 people who took advantage of early voting this year. That is up from 2014. In 2014, there were about 272,000 people that participated in early voting. Big races on the ballots in these midterm elections. You have the race for the governor that is on there. Also, U.S. Congress, state judicial races for Supreme Court, ballot issues, lieutenant governor. You have the attorney general, secretary of state, and also state Senate and House. So lots of big elections going on. Want to remind everyone, if you are headed out today, make sure and bring your ID with you. They will be asking for those IDs. You can still vote. If you forget that and leave it at home, you'll have to sign a sworn statement and then make sure that you have proof of that identification by the following Monday. But you can still vote and go to your polling location for that information. You can find that on the Secretary of State's website. We'll be out here all day. Polls don't close until 7:30 tonight, so still plenty of time to get out here and get those votes in. Back to you guys.
All right, so if you have not gone to the polls yet, there are some ways that are free and inexpensive that you can get to the polls. So we want to go ahead and share that with you. First, Rock Region Metro in Little Rock is offering free rides to the polls. And if you can't find a bus stop, then you can consider Uber or Lyft. Uber will give you a discounted ride. All you have to do is use the code VOTE2018. And if you're using Lyft, you can use the code VOTEAR to get a cheaper ride.
We do want you to make Fox 16 your home for election coverage all day long and into tonight. You can count on live streaming coverage as soon as the polls close at 7:30. So, yes, we'll be on our website streaming live there. And, of course, make sure you watch Fox 16 News at 9 for the full wrap-up for that. And, of course, we want you to, if you head to the polls this morning, we want you to, call or email us, just tell us how it is, how it's looking out there. Maybe to even take a selfie and tweet it at us.
Definitely.
Fox 16 News.
So there are some issues on the ballot, and yesterday I waited in the rain to go vote. And
Were you one of those out there in the rain?
I was one of those in the rain waiting to vote.
Awesome.
So I will tell you that all 5 of those issues will be on the ballot, but you're only voting on 3 of them. So the first issue, issue 2, is concerning voter ID. If this passes, it would strengthen the state law by making voter ID part of the Arkansas Constitution. Currently, 7 states require an ID to vote. Another 8 request an ID, but it's not a requirement.
All right, skipping 3 on to 5 now. A pretty straightforward one is the minimum minimum wage amendment. It was actually going to raise, if it passes, it will raise the state minimum wage to $11 by the year 2021. The current minimum wage would go from $8.50 an hour to $9.25 starting in January, and then go up by roughly $1 every year until it reaches that $11 total in 2021.
And finally, issue 4 concerning casino gambling. If approved, it would issue 4 casino licenses to Garland, Pope, Jefferson, and Crittenden County. Now, it does not mean 4 casinos will be built. Southland Racing and Oaklawn will get licenses automatically. Pope and Jefferson counties will still have to submit applications before anything could move forward. So we've been speaking with the candidates, and after the break, we will be speaking with the Attorney General, Leslie Rutledge.
She's in a statewide race today for her seat as Attorney General. We'll be talking with her. And of course, we'll be talking to our political analysts and we'll talk about these issues that are on the ballot in a little bit more detail coming up. So stick around with Good Day. Natalie's got your forecasts coming up here for Election Day 2018.
Walker and meteorologist Natalie Walters. This is Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas.
The quarter-pound double-stack cheeseburger from Sonic with 2 layers of melty cheese right in the middle. You know what they say, it's what's on the inside that counts. Get a $2.99 double-stack cheeseburger plus tots before they're gone. This is how you Sonic.
We've now sadly watched French Hill say anything to cling to power. He put my picture with Nancy Pelosi long after I said we need a new leadership. Now he's gone too far. Claiming I support no border security and violent drug gangs? Really? Where is the decency? The truth is he voted to take health care from the sick and cut Social Security and Medicare from people who earned it. The proof is right here. I'm Clark Tucker, and I approve this message because we deserve better than this.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a huge drag. Nothing worth losing sleep over because we covered it. Talk to Farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Few others on Earth can rival the strength of an ant relative to its size. Until now. The new 2018 GMC Terrain has arrived. Terrain, the powerful compact SUV from GMC.
Step up to GMC and get over $4,500 total value on this 2018 Terrain SLT. We are professional grade GMC.
I'm really in the problem-solving business. Where there's a wrong, there will be a remedy. You just have to find the remedy. It's in the law, but sometimes it's really hard to find. I have to find a way that's right and just, that the law would support to help this person put their life back together. In order to do it and do it right, you have to be passionate about the person, passionate about their case, and you have to care about them.
Why didn't you book your family vacation on a travel site?
At Hilton.com, I get the price match guarantee, and I can choose from their 14 different hotel brands, so I get the right hotel for every member of my family. Like a DoubleTree for my cousins who love their warm chocolate chip cookies, a Homewood Suites for my uncle who likes a long stay, a Hampton for my sister and her kids,
It's a lot of syrup.
and the Waldorf Astoria Beverly Hills for me.
But I thought your family vacation was in Miami.
It is. I hear they're having a great time. Book at Hilton.com and get the Hilton price match guarantee. If you find a lower rate, we match it and give you 25% off that stay.
What would make Sonic's Golden Soft Pretzel Twist a great meal?
What?
A cinnamon sugar pretzel twist for dessert?
Tell me it has cream cheese frosting.
Consider yourself told.
Oh, thank you.
Get an original or sweet pretzel twist for $1.99. Try order ahead to get happy hour anytime.
If you do lose power, you can continue to watch us here online. We'll be here through the duration.
Welcome back to Good Day here. We are live at the Political Animals Club, catching up with some of the candidates on this election day.
Yeah, joining us now is the current Attorney General, Leslie Rutledge, running for a second term as Arkansas's Attorney General. It's been a long race. You've had a lot of things that happened over your last 4 years as Attorney General. What do you say going in here as you're running a second term? Not so much to give a campaign speech, but what do you say here as we're here at the finish line, Leslie?
Well, we're all glad to be here today, but it's important that Arkansans get out and vote and to
engage in the process and democracy. I encourage Arkansans to look at my record as your Attorney General, to look back and say, has Leslie been going after criminals, con artists, overreaching government regulations to make Arkansas a safer place to live, to make it more job-friendly so we can continue growing jobs in the natural state? But I really encourage Arkansans to exercise your right to vote. We live in the best country that the world has ever seen, and we have the opportunity to elect our government officials to decide for ourselves who is going to represent us and make decisions. And so today is a day to get out and vote. I worked for an elected prosecutor in Lonoke County who won by 1 vote that came floating in on an overseas ballot.
Wow.
And so when people tell you, oh, Leslie, my 1 vote's not going to matter, I remind them, yes, your 1 vote does matter. Your voice must be heard. It must be heard from everything from our local courthouse elections all the way up to the State House. And I just really encourage people to get out and vote, to look at my record as your Attorney General, to say whether or not they want us to keep going after cyber criminals, holding those opioid manufacturers accountable, making sure that we are holding corrupt public officials accountable. It's all about doing what's right by Arkansans.
And some people are saying that this race is not a close race. So what are you going to do today to try to get people to come out? You did say it's important that every single person does vote today.
Exactly. So we're going to continue reaching out today to people across the state. We spent the last few weeks crisscrossing Arkansas, being everywhere from El Dorado, Texarkana, Jonesboro, literally every corner of the state over the last couple of weeks, talking face-to-face with Arkansans. That's it. I like to say that Arkansas is just one big small town. And I love, as we go out and meet people, you almost feel like you're getting ready to be related to them because you have so much in common, because they care about our communities. But that's why today, again, you've got to reach out to people. You've got to talk to them personally and to say, I'm Leslie. I want to continue being your Attorney General. Will you vote for me? Getting friends and family to reach out to people that they know. So that's what today is about. Polls are open until 7:30 tonight, folks. Get out there and vote.
I'm sure this is exhausting being a new mom as well. There's a lot of hard work there, but I'm sure you'll be glad to get some rest when it's all done.
I am, and last night I got home and I got to snuggle on little Juliana. She's 14 weeks old. I got to snuggle on her a little bit before it was time to go to bed. So that makes it all worth it. It makes me want to work harder as the Attorney General to give her a great place to live and grow up.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and send things over to Natalie back in the studio.
All right, thanks, guys. Heading out there to the polls this morning. We're off to a foggy start. So this is a look from the Simmons Tower camera. You got some clouds out there. Can't really see much from this camera view. You can kind of see parts of the tower. That's just about it. With that fog still pretty thick across central Arkansas. Got a cool 51 to start us off this morning with winds that are light. Fog this morning, quarter-mile in Searcy, less than a quarter-mile in Little Rock, quarter-mile through Stuttgart, as well as Pine Bluff. That's what's considered dense fog. And then you get down to just about 0 miles in Hot Springs. We're talking about some very thick fog with a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 a.m. now from the National Weather Service through central Arkansas. So take your time as you're out on the roads. We got 50s out there this morning, 51 right now in Little Rock, 52 in Jacksonville. It's a cool start to your morning. Jacket wearing weather, I would say, for this afternoon with 50s to the north. We got 39 even up in Fayetteville. Some more sunshine for parts of the state expected by this afternoon as that fog starts to burn off. We see things warm up just a bit more. But for now, satellite and radar showing things pretty quiet. Active weather that we saw yesterday now well to the east of us. But we are looking at some more rain in the forecast. Great for Election Day at the polls, but tonight, once the polls close, we'll start to see some rain begin to develop across portions of the state. So future forecast showing clouds increasing and eventually a little rainfall becoming possible late Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Tomorrow morning, few showers with colder air beginning to slide its way in. We'll see cool temperatures as we check into the day on Wednesday, Thursday. Highs only in the 40s or 50s, I should say. And then eventually more rain heads in Thursday night to Friday. So that extended forecast showing things warmer today, but cold air really slides in this upcoming weekend. That's a look at your forecast. Stay with us. We'll have much more coverage of your Election Day right here on Fox 16 Good Day.
Everyone knows Grandpa makes the best catfish, hand-breaded fillets, fish tacos or shrimp. Heck, we'll even make you a sandwich. Get all those with homemade hush puppies, French fries, okra, beans, and much more. Sharing our family recipes with you. Grandpa's Catfish and Maumelle.
I'm Amy. I'm a school custodian in Russellville. I'm a single mom and I'm proud to work hard for my family. I need to provide for them. I need to make sure that they're cared for and loved and they have everything that they need. Did you know that families in Arkansas working for minimum wage make less than $18,000 a year? That's barely enough to put food on the table, much less pay for rent and other basics. Raising the minimum wage may seem like a small deal, but it makes a big impact on families like mine.
You're smart, and you want a Medicare plan you can understand. Just call 1-866-748-7695 for free information. And learn how Allwell from Arkansas Health and Wellness gives you all the coverage of Original Medicare and more. With Allwell Medicare Advantage, you can say hello to the extra benefits you need to take care of yourself, like dental, vision, hearing, and more. And say goodbye to costly copays on doctors and select prescription drugs. And you get all this with no medical deductibles and no plan premiums. The Medicare annual election period ends soon, so call today. Call and request your free information today at 1-866-748-7695. That's toll free, 1-866-748-7695 to find out more about Allwell Medicare Advantage plans from Arkansas Health and Wellness.
Not all tech is created equal. The 2018 Nissan Rogue offers more advanced tech than RAV4, like available ProPilot Assist and class-exclusive intelligent around-view monitor. Plus, blind spot warning and rear cross traffic alert are standard for $1,800 less than RAV4. That's big savings for you.
For a limited time, save up to $4,280 or get a low $199 per month lease on the 2018 Rogue.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
I'm French Hill, and I approve this message.
MS-13, the most dangerous gang infiltrating America. But Washington liberals want to get rid of ICE, the police enforcing our immigration laws and protecting our border from MS-13. While he attended an anti-ICE rally, liberal Clark Tucker refused to take a position.
I don't know what it is.
And now Tucker is embracing sanctuary cities. Clark Tucker just doesn't get it. We must enforce the law and stop MS-13.
Tired of burgers and subs? Go to Grandpa's Catfish for lunch. 3 pieces of catfish and 2 sides, $8.99. 8 hand-breaded shrimp and 2 sides, $8.49. Or 2 pieces of fish, 5 shrimp and 2 sides, only $8.99. Grandpa's Catfish, sharing our family recipes with you.
Fox 16 News is sponsored by Arkansas Diagnostic Center.
Hey, welcome back to Good Day this. Welcome back to Good Day this morning. Here we are being joined now with our analysts here, John Burris from the Republican side of things, and Ed Reed Turner here from Reed Brewer from the Democratic side of things. I'm Reed Turner, where they came from, Reed. We're going to talk about the issues now. We had 5 issues originally on the ballot. 2 have been thrown off by the state Supreme Court. We had the voter ID one. We have the casinos, and we also
minimum wage.
The minimum wage one. Let's talk about the voter ID, guys. What do y'all think? How does this pass easily, or is this going to be a contested race?
Oh, I think it's already set in stone. Cake's baked. Voter ID is going to pass. I think you got broad-based support on both sides. And I think that we already have a voter ID law in place. The voters want that. This will be a constitutional amendment, but we really need to think about ways that doesn't prohibit people from voting. I think the Democratic Party really wants to push for making sure that everybody can have a picture ID on their voter ID ballot or on their voter ID card. I think that's 100% the right direction to go.
John, is this like an issue of does this come down party lines kind of thing? This issue?
No, I don't think it's party lines. Just because voter ID to most Arkansans makes sense. It is an issue that Republicans championed in the past. I was in the House when we passed the original voter ID law in 2013. That passed on a straight party line vote. I think because of polling and other practicalities, many of the Democrats have kind of come around to acceptance and trying to make it more, just move it in their direction, so to speak. But the amendment, as it's on the ballot today, will pass pretty handily.
What about the casinos? I know that's one that is probably kind of up in the air. What are your thoughts about the casinos? Do you think that one will pass easily? Or
I think it passes, not easily. It's probably going to be within a 10-point margin, so like 55-45 or less. I think it passes just because all the money is in support. There's really not organized opposition against the issue 4, and those that are proponents have spent really millions of dollars to help it pass. The economic development argument's pretty strong. I think their commercials have been good, showing the money leaving the state and coming back in. Just the graphics of it makes sense to people.
Reed, the people who will be voting against, say, the casino amendment, what is the reasoning? What's their issues behind voting against that amendment?
Well, I think that you talk about creating monopoly, right? there's only 4 counties that'll get a casino if this passes. And like John said, there's been $10 million spent in support of it. So I think it does pass, but there is opposition to it, and but I agree that it hasn't been as organized as it has been in the past.
So I guess we're consensus all 3 will pass, but casino's going to be the closest of them, right?
I think so. And minimum wage is a slam dunk, I think.
All right. Well, thank you guys both for your thoughts on that. All right.
Let's get over to Natalie now and look at our forecast here. The polls have been open now for about 50 minutes, almost 50 minutes, and let's see how the forecast looks for the rest of the day. Natalie?
Yeah, we got that fog out there, which is causing some issues out on the road. So if you're heading to the polls right now, this is a look at 530 northbound, where you can see some pretty significant delays, pretty much at a complete standstill. This is down near the Sweet Home area. So heading from 530 northbound to that 440-30 interchange, expect delays there. I-30 eastbound also backed up this morning. You could see some pretty heavy traffic as well from Alexander, backed up to almost about Benton this morning. And then as you move through North Little Rock, North Interchange also a little backed up. 67 coming a little clearer this morning compared to where it was earlier. So improving traffic conditions, but overall still pretty backed up across portions of central Arkansas. That's a look at your roads. Here's a quick look at what's going on with your weather. Visibility down across portions of the state. Down to 0-mile visibility in Hot Springs, quarter-mile Searcy, quarter-mile in Stuttgart. Dense fog advisory in effect until later this morning, 10 a.m. Is when we'll see that dense fog advisory expire, and we also will start to see things clear out by later this morning. But otherwise, we're cool. We're hanging out in the 50s, 40s, 48 in Russellville, 48. That is your temperature in Clinton this morning. And throughout the day, we're actually looking at pretty quiet weather. Things shaping up beautifully for Election Day, with temperatures across the area that are going to get back up into the upper 60s this afternoon with a decent amount of sunshine. Now, rain does head its way into the state tonight, followed by some cooler air. So today is really the warmest day of these next 7 days. So head out to the polls and enjoy the great weather by this afternoon. Gonna have another look at that forecast, details on to what we can expect for the rest of this week coming up in just a bit. Stay with us. Much more on this Election Day on Good Day Arkansas.
Bear and I tell everybody, you have $1 and 2 relatives, you need to do some estate planning. If you have a will or do nothing, you're going to go through probate. But you can plan using a revocable living trust. Plan today. Take care of your family now. Call the Nash Law Firm.
This is Thomas Blackman of Blackman Auctions. I don't like waiting. We live in a fast-paced world. We want our food right now. The car in front of us never goes fast enough. We want to order something on the internet and pay extra to have it the next day, yet we're fine with old methods of marketing and selling. We seem content with putting our assets out to the public and then waiting for the right buyer to just show up. Auctions are different. We set a time frame, we go out, we find buyers, and then we close in 30 days. Stop settling, start selling. For 80 years, better auctions are Blackman Auctions.
Little girl in boyland, while you dwell within it, you are ever happy there. Daddy, it's Christmas! Childhood's joyland.
Never let go of your dreams. The Mercedes-Benz Winter Event is back. Lease the GLC 300 for $459 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
Need a lawyer? Just dial 888-8888. Anywhere in the state. 888-8888. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. We'll help you weather the storm. 888-8888. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton. 501-870-479. Anywhere in the state. Dial 8. That's 888-8888. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton.
Clear lights. Color lights. Clear lights.
I have an idea. A little inspiration and incredible prices can make the season even brighter.
The moment you find your peace on Earth.
Shop Lowe's and get 100-count holiday living mini light sets for just $199.
There's a lot to love at FFO Home.
We outgrew our sofa for movie night.
Yeah, it was time for a trip to FFO Home. And we got this awesome sectional for the price of a sofa.
FFO Home, where great quality furniture lives for less.
Visit FFO Home this week and see how you can get a 3-day, 2-night getaway. Save on living rooms, dining groups, bedrooms, and more. And 36 months, 0 down, 0 interest financing. Only at FFO Home.
American Shifty Corporation, the state's largest transmission and rear end rebuilders. Parts, sales, installation, and service. 945-0878 North Little Rock or toll free from anywhere. Visit the web, AmericanShifty.net.
Have you inherited property and you want to make sure it's there for your children? I'm attorney Casey Ziegler at the Nash Law Firm, and I can answer that question. And remember, if you have a dollar and 2 relatives, you need to do some estate planning. Call Nash Law Firm today.
Bill's Fence Company installs all types of residential fencing. We also install gate operators and access controls. Don't delay. Have your fence installed and make sure your home looks great for the holidays. No money down and no payment for 6 months. If you need a fence, you need Bill's Fence Company.
This is what wakes us. This is what brings us together. This is NFL Game Day morning.
I love you, Dad.
Oh, yeah, that's a huge factor, okay?
See breaking news as it happens. Like or follow Fox 16's Murrow award-winning social media accounts.
All right, good morning. Welcome back to Good Day on this election day. We are coming to you live from the Political Animals Club.
Yeah, we have a lot of things going on this morning. We've been talking to a lot of the candidates there. We just talked to our analysts about some of those issues there. It looks like the issue of the casinos and the amendments is probably going to be mostly contested, but our analysts don't believe they're all going to pass.
Yeah, exactly. And in just a little bit later on, we will talk to people for and against the casinos issue. So we'll definitely get some more, I guess, clarity if you don't know what you want to vote when you head out to the polls.
And also coming up in just a few more minutes, we're going to be talking with David Sterling, candidate for the Arkansas State Supreme Court. We'll be talking about him and his last efforts here on this election day. But before we get into all that, let's go ahead and over to Natalie and see how the forecast is looking for today. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning. Well, we've got some fog out there. That's been the big story weather-wise this morning, but shaping up to be a pretty nice day otherwise. Once this fog burns off, we are going to be looking at a decent amount of sunshine across the area, but it has caused some issues out on our roads, that's for sure, this morning. There's a look at the latest visibilities down to about a quarter mile, Stuttgart, Searcy. Dense fog advisory in effect until 10 a.m., but those 50s across the state. So we have 50s this morning, 52 Jacksonville, 51 in Little Rock, 51 in Searcy. Overall, we got a pretty cool day ahead. I would say mild by this afternoon, though, as temperatures do start to climb a bit more by later today. Here's a look at that election day forecast with temperatures expected to get up into the upper 60s with sunshine. Today is actually the warmest day of these next 7 days. Rain does eventually head its way in tonight, so I'm going to have another look at that forecast. Details on the rain and that cooler air coming up in just a little bit. But those roads also not too good of a start this morning. Here's a quick look at what's going on 530. This is 530 looking northbound. You can see in the northbound direction, kind of moving very slowly. That right lane stop and go at this time. Pretty significant traffic across much of central Arkansas. Here's a quick look at what's going on along that north interchange to 67, heading and crossing over the 30 River Bridge, backed up there as well. All right, now we'll take it back to Ashley and Pat at the Political Animals Club.
All right, Natalie, thank you so much this morning. We've got the polls are open now. We just want you to stay tuned to Fox 16 during the day. We're going to have coverage on our website. And, of course, as soon as those polls close at 7:30 tonight, we'll be streaming live coverage on fox16.com.
Definitely. Let's go ahead and show you some of those key races that we are looking at today. So, first and foremost, the race for governor. Incumbent Asa Hutchinson was elected in 2014, and now he is up against political newcomer Jared Henderson. Now, in the latest Talk Business and Politics poll, Hutchinson had a 35% lead.
You know, those 4 congressional seats, of course, up every 2 years. The closest race is District 2 here in Central Arkansas. Republican French Hill looks to hold off Democrat challenger State Representative Clark Tucker. It is a close race. It is being watched nationally, but Hill, in recent polling, does have a 12-point lead.
And as for the State Supreme Court Position 3, this might be the biggest race of the night. David Sterling is challenging Courtney Goodson. This is a nonpartisan race, and we will speak with David Sterling in just a little bit.
And, of course, here on the local level in the city of Little Rock, all eyes are on the Little Rock mayor's race, which may not be decided tonight. Baker Curris, Frank Scott Jr., Warwick Sabin, Vincent Tolliver, and Glenn Schwartz are all vying for the seat left open by 3-term Mayor Mark Stodola. A candidate must get more than 40% of the vote to avoid a runoff. So that'd be a feat tonight. So likely it'll be a runoff. And that'll be decided, I believe, on December 4th will be that runoff election if someone does not get 40% of the vote. But right now, though, let's bring in a candidate for the Arkansas State Supreme Court, David Sterling. Good morning, Mr. Sterling. How are you doing today?
Doing great. Thank you for having me on.
How are you feeling this morning as we are finally here to Election Day?
Exhausted.
I bet.
But no, I'm really, it's exhausting, but it's also, I'm feeling really good about the race so far. I mean, it's been very fulfilling getting out there on the campaign trail, meeting so many people all across the state and listening to what their thoughts are and what their concerns are. And I don't think that there's a better way to do this than just get out there and actually meet all the voters around the state and listen to what they've got to say. So I feel really good about the race so far. I feel even better about all the conversations I've had over the last year talking to folks about this race and about what they want to see in a Supreme Court justice.
Now, this has got to be, you know, we just mentioned the mayoral race. If there most likely will be a runoff, it'll be in a month from now. But this race tonight, it's a runoff as well. From back in, what, May when we had our primaries?
Yeah, you know, so it's kind of a unique thing. Back when the voters of Arkansas passed Amendment 80 to our Constitution, they made these races nonpartisan. So it's been 18 years now. And at the same time, what they did was they said, okay, the general election is going to be during everybody else's primary during the May election. And if there is a runoff, it'll go on the November ballot. So it's been a 6-month-long runoff here. And so I'm so glad to be at the finish line now, and hopefully I'll cross it successful tonight.
I bet you are. So what are you going to be doing today to try to get those last-minute voters out to the poll to support you?
We're going to be out in the street waving at motorists. Hopefully I don't get run over. You know, I'm going to be at polling locations all over central Arkansas, waving to voters, you know, talking to voters who want to engage still, who haven't made up their mind yet. You know, it may be a very close race, and so I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm out there just listening and talking to voters all over this state.
All right.
So after tonight, you know, win or lose, I guess maybe it's time to get a little rest.
Maybe. I'm probably going to just collapse tonight and everything, so yeah.
All right, thank you very much and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Right.
I appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, no problem. All right, so the polls are open. They will be open till 7:30 tonight. Our Jancy Sheets, she is live at a polling location to see how things are going so far this morning. Jancy?
Good morning. We are live at Dunbar Community Center off of 16th Street in Little Rock. Good news is the polls have been open for a little over an hour now. There is not a wait. You can get in and out of this polling location in less than 5 minutes. People walking in and out of the door on their way to work. We had a teacher a few minutes ago who walked in from Gibson Elementary, bringing with her about 20 of her students, giving them a firsthand look at the election process at an early age. So in a few years when they're eligible to vote, that they'll be able to go in and cast their votes as well. Once again, the polls are open. They'll be open until 7:30 tonight. As of now, the lines are not long at all, so go ahead and stop by on your way into the office or to work this morning. Back to you guys.
All right, well, Election Day, it's definitely here. So after weeks of campaigning, record early voting turnout, today Americans will decide who's in charge of Washington and 35 states.
All right, Drew Petchmo is in Washington, D.C. this morning live with a report from our nation's capital. Drew? All right.
I hope he's not quite there.
Drew just yet. We're going to try to get Drew later on.
But I do want to say we just got these numbers in, some early voting numbers for 2018. 430,000 people have already voted as compared to 2014 when we had 307,000.
So that's almost 130,000 more people in this midterm election than the last time in 2014.
Yes.
So voter turnout in early voting is probably going to be a big issue in this. All right, I think we do have Drew now. All right, let's go to Drew Petchmo talking about the nation's election, of course, for Congress and Senate for selection tonight. Drew?
In the final days of the campaign, President Trump barnstormed the country, rallying with Republican candidates from Montana to Florida. His message to voters: keep government under Republican control.
We have the greatest economy in the history of our country.
But the president also makes more controversial issues part of his midterm push.
Sometimes it's not as exciting to talk about the economy, right?
On immigration, President Trump takes a hard line with harsh words for Central American migrants and Democrats who he says support them.
While they're trying to distract you with all this stuff, they're robbing you blind.
Democrats want to focus on health care. They accuse Republicans of trying to take away insurance protections for the sick.
Don't be bamboozled.
A recent CNN poll shows voters pining for change in the congressional balance of power, with 55% supporting a Democratic takeover. That has Republicans on defense in unfamiliar turf, including deep red Texas and Tennessee.
This is going to be very, very close.
The election is seen as a referendum on President Trump. Many Democrats want to check on the president's policies and rhetoric. Still, many Republican candidates are promising to fight alongside the president if they're sent to Congress. In Washington, I'm Drew Petromo. Democrats would need to flip 23 seats in order to take control of the House. The Senate map is much closer. Currently, 51 senators caucus with Republicans compared to 49 for Democrats. While Republicans have expressed some concern about losing control of the House, they are much more bullish on the Senate, where most experts believe there's a stronger chance for the GOP to keep its control. Reporting live in Washington, I'm Drew Petromo. Back to you.
All right, Drew, thank you so much for your report there in Washington. Hey, it is a foggy morning out there. We're going to try to get this fog burned off. And Natalie's got your forecast when we come back.
We're watching Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas with Ashley King, Pat Walker, and meteorologist Natalie Walters. This is Fox 16 Good Day Arkansas.
The autumn leaves are beautiful this time of year, but the harsh Arkansas weather can cause severe damage to your roof. A new metal roof from Royal Home Improvement will be the last roof your home will ever need. Our metal roof stands up to ice, hail, heavy rain, wind, and even fire. For years, Royal has been the name Arkansas homeowners trust. But don't just take our word for it.
All the friends and neighbors in the area have asked where did you get your roof and your windows and your trim, and I told them Royal.
It's our fall savings event, a new metal roof for only $59 down and $59 a month with your good credit. Receive a $200 Target gift card with purchase, plus a bonus. Receive a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate, and call during this program to receive an additional $500 off your roofing purchase. Be sure to ask about our Do More discount. Royal offers additional savings on new windows or vinyl siding with your metal roof purchase. Experience the Royal difference today. Attention homeowners, is it time to replace that old damaged roof? A metal roof from Royal Home Improvement will be the last roof your home will ever need. Not to mention lower your energy bills. We proudly manufacture our own roofing product right here in Arkansas, eliminating middleman markup and passing along the savings to you. With a wide variety of styles and colors to choose from, a design consultant will sit down with you to walk through your options, providing a free, no-obligation quote. Experience the Royal difference today. It's our fall savings event, a new metal roof for only $59 down and $59 a month with your good credit. Receive a $200 Target gift card with purchase, plus a bonus. Receive a free $50 Restaurant.com gift card with your free in-home estimate, and call during this program to receive an additional $500 off your roofing purchase. Call 1-800-752-6916. That's 1-800-752-6916 during this program. Call now.
Welcome to McRib Stories. Today's story is about Tanya, who always goes to great lengths to avoid fun, the fear of missing McRib. So she sets an alarm, and an alarm for the alarm. And 2 weeks before that, she reminds her husband to remind her with a McRib lunch call. And months before that, she makes a note on her homemade McRib calendar on the exact day the McRib is back. Moral of the story, do what you gotta do. Just don't miss the McRib. I missed you.
Not all tech is created equal. The 2018 Nissan Rogue offers more advanced tech than RAV4, like available Pro Pilot Assist and class-exclusive intelligent around-view monitor. Plus, blind spot warning and rear cross traffic alert are standard for $1,800 less than RAV4. That's big savings for you.
For a limited time, save up to $42.80 or get a low $199 per month lease on the 2018 Rogue.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
High school football coverage like no one else. Fearless Friday, only on Fox 16.
All right, welcome back to Good Day on this election day. So when you head to the polls today, there will be 3 issues that you will have to decide on. And one of those issues is casinos, and that would bring 4 casinos to the state of Arkansas.
And we talked earlier with our analysts, Reed Brewer and John Burris, talking about those races. All 3 of the ones that are still on the ballot, I think they'll all pass. The closest one is that casino race.
Yes.
I have Alex Gray here representing the Drive Arkansas Forward, representing them. And obviously that's the committee basically trying to push into these casinos into Arkansas and get this ballot on the get this issue on the ballot. Here we are on the last day here, and polling's probably slightly in the favor of the casinos. Someone's just sitting home this morning. They're still undecided on this. Representing the firm, what do you say to them this morning, Alex?
Well, I think this is what we have is a fair merit-based casino proposal that there is local control. So these counties in Jefferson County and Pope County, there will not be a casino in those counties unless requested by the county judge and the mayor. So we wanted to make sure that the local people could have a say in whether or not they have a casino. And these casinos too, we already have 2 in the state that will be converted to casinos at Oaklawn and Southland, and then there would be the 2 new casinos. So it'd be 4 total casinos. And the University of Arkansas Little Rock has done an economic study. They have an economic institute, and they determined that there'd be 6,000 new jobs created as a result of this. $5.8 billion economic impact over the next 10 years. So this is just a huge opportunity for Arkansans to be able to vote for the first time in a long time on whether or not they want casino gaming in the state.
Let me ask you something. People sitting home this morning, like if they're still undecided, or maybe they're voting against it, and they say, wait a minute, I thought Oaklawn already had a casino, and Southland did too. How does this make them a casino when they think they already are?
Well, Oaklawn and Southland, they have electronic games of skill, so it's similar to a casino, but it's not, you don't have the real dice, the real chips, the real tables, and so what this would provide would be that if you go to Tunica or you go to Shreveport, you'd be able to do the type of casino gaming that they offer at those facilities. And this also makes Oaklawn Southland to where they can compete with Mississippi and Louisiana. We're losing, I think the Mississippi Gaming Commission has on their website that there's 1,149,000 Arkansas visits to Mississippi casinos in the last 12 months. So if you think people spend about $100 on average for lodging, food, gas.
I don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of math.
It's over $100 million. I'm not very good at math, but I know that it's a lot of money we're losing. So it's just an opportunity to let's keep the money in state. Let's create jobs. Let's grow our economy.
Well, real quick, the other side, they say that this could also worsen the poverty. What would you say to people who believe that?
The studies and what we've seen at Oaklawn and Southland and those communities, they just don't bear that. What impoverished people need are jobs, and so this is going to create 6,000 jobs for people that are in poverty or below the poverty line. So this is an economic opportunity to really raise up the communities and the regions where these casinos are going to be based. And again, these are not going to be your roadside casinos. These are going to be resort casinos, and the numbers I've seen are $250, $300 million private investment in these facilities.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
All right. Let's go ahead and send things back to Natalie with another look at our weather.
I got fog out there still, kind of hanging out in the clouds here from the Simmons Tower. I did move the camera a bit so you could see the actual top of the tower. So, the camera's actually showing something, but we're just kind of hanging out in the clouds, low clouds, fog to get your day off to a start this morning. It's cool, only sitting at 51 degrees, so wear that jacket as you head out the door, but we actually have a pretty nice day ahead. So visibility limited and really just across central Arkansas. Notice Mountain Home, Batesville. You're seeing sunshine, but here through Little Rock, Stuttgart, Searcy, Hot Springs, some pretty thick fog across the area with the dense fog advisories through those areas until 10 a.m. Fog does eventually burn off, and we will see temperatures climb a bit more, which will, of course, help that fog clear out of the area with temperatures back up in the upper 60s this afternoon. So we got 52 right now in Searcy, 51 in Little Rock. Got those low clouds around, even some higher clouds to areas off to the north and the west of us. Active weather that we saw yesterday now pushing its way well off to the east. Cold front does head its way out of the state, but we do have another disturbance as well as some more rain that will head into the area overnight. So future forecasts will show how things stay quiet today. Clouds increase overnight. Weak front kind of washes out over the area, but we'll see showers across central Arkansas tonight, early tomorrow morning. That heads out, still some clouds around. Much cooler air tomorrow, only in the 50s. followed by another chance for rain as we head into Thursday, Friday time frame, and much colder air that heads its way in as well. We're looking at temperatures really falling behind another front. 68 for the high temperature today with that fog early tonight. 50. Here is a look at that extended forecast with temperatures that are going to be on the cooler side, followed by rain Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Going to be looking at an even colder weekend, possibly the first freeze of the season Saturday morning. As a look at your forecast, stay with us. We'll have much more. Fox 16, Good Day Arkansas on this election day.
One pocket, two pocket, red pocket, blue pocket. Yes, buying scrubs could be as simple as a children's book. Infinity Uniforms, Scrubs, Embroidery, and more in Mayflower has all the latest styles and does custom embroidery work. Infinity Uniforms, Scrubs, Embroidery, and more in Mayflower.
Miss Christopher, I see you're scheduled for a colonoscopy, but you also have a tummy ache. Well, you came to the right place. I'll look at you during your exam. Let's head back to our surgical center. Right this way.
Okay, baby. I've got it from here.
Okay, Daddy.
I'm Dr. Brian McGee, and here at the Arkansas Diagnostic Center, we encourage everyone 45 and older to get screened for colon cancer, and we even take care of tummy aches. Call today and schedule your appointment.
Paul! What are you, crazy?
What you getting at, boy?
I think we could be getting TV and internet from Suddenlink for less than what we're paying for just satellite TV. It doesn't make any sense.
You make me proud. Now go fetch that oil can.
Yes, sir.
Switch to Suddenlink and get TV and internet for less. It just makes sense. Call 877-733-1324.
Are bill collectors stressing you out with harassing phone calls? Do you feel like you're drowning in debt and running out of options? You're not alone. The experienced bankruptcy attorneys at the Prey Law Firm help people every day just like you. They help people protect their home, cars, and wages from creditors. They can help you regain control over your financial situation. Affordable payment plans are available, including Chapter 13s filed with no money down on attorney fees. Call Prey Law Firm today for a free consultation.
Hi, Arkansas. David Basil here at another beautiful Metal Roof Pros installation. You're probably thinking this is not a metal roof. Well, you're wrong. Our metal roofs are guaranteed for a lifetime and can withstand hail and 120-mile-an-hour winds. They're backed by our industry-leading craftsmanship warranty and available in a variety of styles and colors. You'll be the envy of your neighborhood and never have to worry about your roof again. Call now for our winter special and get 50% off labor. Metal Roof Pros, we do it once and we do it right.
Pershing Dental Clinic, the dentist kids love to see.
Looking for a dentist to help your kids develop healthy dental habits? Trust Pershing Dental. We accept most insurance, plus Delta Dental Smiles, MCNA, Medicaid, and we treat big kids too. Give us a call today.
Pershing Dental Clinic, the dentist kids love to see. One pocket, two pocket, red pocket, blue pocket. InfinityScrubsAR.com makes buying scrubs as simple as a children's book. Check out our website. We make it easy to upgrade your look. Shopping from the convenience of your couch. InfinityScrubsAR.com. Log in and save today.
Fearless Friday, only on Fox 16. Sponsored by Baptist Health.
All right, welcome back to Good Day on this election day. So one of the races that all eyes really are on in the state, even in the nation, people are looking at this race too, is the 2nd congressional district race here in Arkansas.
We've seen French Hill with some recent polling with a 12-point lead, but that can sway on an election day. You know, guys, we saw in polls in 2016, a lot of polls sometimes can be wrong. So here we are in the last day. Reed, a Democrat strategist here, what do you say about Clark Tucker's chances going into tonight?
I think that you got to feel good about him. I think even in that poll that you referenced, he's up in Faulkner County. That's a place that Democrats used to do well. That's a Democrat. There's a good Democratic history there. And if he's going to win today, it's going to be because of Faulkner County and the carrying Pulaski County. If he can do those two things, we're talking about a long night. We're talking about a close race. We're talking about maybe Clark Tucker pulling this off.
if it is a long night, I mean, do you guys see we're going to go into the early morning hours for an answer?
It could happen. Congressman Hill's done a great job for the district. Representative Tucker is a good candidate. You know, we're down here all together. We were just having coffee. Me and Clark Tucker together talking, and you know, I told him good luck. We served together in the House, but it's a tough district. It's a Republican district, and French Hill's done a good job. So. Polls can fluctuate. Turnout matters. There's local races in Little Rock like the mayor's race, but there's local races in Faulkner and Saline County too. So yeah, there's going to be, it can fluctuate plus or minus, 5%, give or take. I think French is going to outperform expectations because he's run a good campaign and he's been a good congressman.
It is a tight campaign, and one thing I would say maybe I see a little bit different here in Arkansas. You mentioned you're just having coffee with Clark Tucker, and you're a Republican analyst. And here in Arkansas, we kind of get along. Maybe Washington's just a little bit different. What would you guys say to our friends up in D.C. and as far as can we take a little Arkansas and give it to them and help them settle down a little bit?
I think that we can definitely do that. I think the National Democratic Party is on the wrong side. I think the National Republican Party is on the wrong side. I think that we can learn a lot from committing to each other here. I think the Democratic Party is going through a redefining phase here in Arkansas. Chairman Michael John Gray has done a good job about setting that tone forward. And I think unfortunately in this race there's a lot of smears that are a lot of untruths. French Hill's running an ad right now that says he didn't vote to repeal health care. Well, in fact, he did, and for existing conditions. So that's a little bit of it. But I think past that race, I think we've overall done a pretty good job about coming together.
John, do you think the U.S. can learn, the country as a whole?
I mean, for things to work, you need a system that forces things to work. The one thing they should do is, like Arkansas, pass a balanced budget amendment. That's what we have here, so the budget's balanced every year. We're still able to cut taxes, control spending, but every year we only spend what we have. Start there if you're Congress.
All right, thanks a lot, John.
Well, thanks for y'all's thoughts on that. All right, let's go ahead and send things over to Natalie in the studio.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Heading out on the roads this morning, we are talking about some pretty significant delays across parts of the state, but we're starting to clear out a bit more. Here's a look at I-30 River Bridge, just south of the bridge there, where we still have some fog out there this morning. Still some delays through that area as well. As you can see from our map here, we do have some red as you're crossing over the Arkansas River on I-30. Also have a road closure. This just popped up for us right near Bryant. We do have a road closure. Looks like right now the I-30 eastbound, the middle lane is closed due to an accident at exit 123, so just before Bryant. Right now that is causing delays backed up to about the Benton area, so expect delays on I-30 eastbound this morning. As far as what's going on weather-wise, so far got a pretty good start to the day. Last look at your 7-day coming up in just a bit.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8. That's 888-8888. Rainwater, Holt, and Sexton will help you weather the storm.
The most illuminated park on earth just got brighter. Silver Dollar City's Christmas in Midtown. A sparkling area that will bring a twinkle to every eye and the spirit of the season to every heart. Top that off with 5 million more lights, classic shows, and a spectacular holiday light parade. It's our brightest celebration ever. Don't miss an old-time Christmas, only at Silver Dollar City.
Sold it.
When my father passed away, we had to move his estate. So we contacted Wilson Auctioneers, and things that would have taken us a year to do gets done in 30 days.
Sold it.
It's our healthy living sale at Family Leisure.
Spas are relaxing, but it doesn't end there. Swim spas provide the addition of aerobic workouts. Saunas are great for weight loss and a whole lot more. Like therapy beds for vitamin D, massage chairs for aching muscles, and more. Healthy living sale going on now at Family Leisure.
Your car simply doesn't stack up against a big truck on the road. Most cars only weigh about 4,000 pounds. A truck can easily weigh 80,000. If you're in an accident with a big truck, your car simply won't win. But if you're hurt, you want us on your side, by your side.
I was only 31 when President Reagan appointed me as our country's youngest U.S. attorney. I represented Arkansas in Congress and that helped keep us safe after 9/11. But after my family, nothing compares to serving as governor. We've accomplished a lot, but there's more to do, like further income tax cuts, making state government smaller and smarter, increasing teacher pay, and building better roads and bridges. That's why I'm asking for your support. Let's finish the job.
When I received the diagnosis, I knew whatever it takes, wherever I have to go, I'm beating this. My main focus was to find a team of doctors that focused on breast cancer.
At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, it's a whole team approach. We have the resources here that allow us to use technology and advancements in cancer care.
I empower women with choices. And it's not just picking a surgeon, it's picking the care team and feeling secure where you are.
Visit cancercenter.com/Tulsa.
At Firehouse subs are hot, hearty, and extraordinary. Every sub helps provide life-saving equipment for first responders. Try the new Firehouse Pub Steak. Savory steak with crispy onions and our rich beer cheese sauce. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs, save more lives.
Anywhere in the state, dial 8. That's 888-8888. Rainwater Holt & Sexton will help you weather the storm.
This is what wakes us. This is what brings us together. This is NFL Game Day morning.
I love you, Dad.
Yeah, that's a huge factor, okay?
If you do lose power, you can continue to watch us here online. We'll be here through the duration.
Now, weather to plan your day.
Well, we still have the fog out there this morning, but that will make way for sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 60s this afternoon. Great day to head out to the polls. Hopefully you could get that vote in for today. Upper 60s, but colder air heads in. In fact, rain heads in tonight, lingering into early tomorrow morning, and then much colder air takes over. Highs only in the 50s through the end of the week. In fact, highs will only be in the 40s this weekend with lows down in the 30s. All right, Ashley and Pat.
All right, so Election Day is here, so you have until 7:30 to head on to the polls. And, of course, be sure to tune in at 7:30. We will start streaming online, and we will also have a complete wrap-up of the election night coverage on Fox 16 News at 9.
You know, those polls will close, and hopefully at 9 o'clock tonight, we're going to hopefully know a lot of the results and have a lot of decisions made at that point. Of course, here we are wrapping up our show today. We want to thank the Political Animals Club here in Little Rock for hosting us this morning at Red Blue. It's been a good morning.
Yes, it has. Definitely. All right, so be sure to vote, and we will see you guys back here tomorrow.